the one, the only, Benzion. Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun with Benzion. Today's daf is Benzion Sotah, daf Lamed Tet, number 39. Yesterday in Iyun with Benzion, we talked about Nesias Kapayim, why it's called Nesias Kapayim, picking up your hands. The idea of hands, right? The Gemara says in Brachos, Gadol hanene migias kapav yosim yerushamayim. You should toil with your hands. Basically, you should work for a living. It's greater to do that than to sit and learn Musar at the Yerushamayim. The idea we said in Tzil Kapayim is the Kohanim or the Shluchim. They're the emissaries of God. They're blessing you. What most of the topic, Vilk and Rashi la Torah, most of it's talking about financial bracha, financial blessing. You should be blessed financially. So the reason it's called Nesias Kapayim is you have to pick up your hands. The point is you have to do Ishtadlis. You have to pick up your hands. Do Yigias Kapecha. Don't just leave your hands on the stender and learn all day. You should pick up your hands and engage in a parnasa, in a way to work. You have to do Ishtadlis. We said the amount of Ishtadlis is from the Mishnah. The Mishnah says Nesias Kapayim they do to their shoulders, right? And I described yesterday, it has to be the amount of Ishtadlis you have to do is like you're holding something on your shoulders. I thought about it overnight. A better metaphor would be something, a bodybuilder or something like that. He has a barbell. He picks it up in the classical thing. He picks it up to his shoulder. I think it's called deadlifting. You pick it up to your shoulder, right? To pick it up over your head, that's something which is miraculous, which even a professional bodybuilder, it's hard for him to do. And that you don't have to do when it comes to your business. But you have to be professional enough that you're a bodybuilder. You're strong enough to pick it up and do repetitions to pick it up to your shoulders. That's the Nesias Kapayim. That's how much you have to pick up your hands and engage in a livelihood. Today, I want to talk about something related. There's a halacha on Lamed Tet and Aleph that says before Nesias Kapayim, the Kohanim have to wash their hands. The Gemara says on Lamed Tet and Aleph, Kol Kohen Shalonat Yadav Lo Yisas Kapav. Shneimar Su Yidechem Kodesh V'Erech Hashem. They have to do the Netilas Yadayim. Now, what is Netilas Yadayim? Now, there's two words that are yad and kaf. You would say, how would you call someone's hands? You would call yadayim. These are your hands over here. But kaf, right, is a different word. And it says kapayim. Kaf's your palms. So yad is something different than your palms. So what is yadayim? So there's a machlokas in Hilchos and Tilas Yadayim. When you wash your hands for bread before a meal, how much of your hand do you have to wash? The Shulchan Aruch brings 2 days, I believe. I think the Beis Yosef... I think it's the Rif says basically until your knuckles, your first knuckles, and maybe the Rush says your whole hand, and maybe vice versa. I forgot. There's 2 opinions. It seems to me kapayim, your kaf is the palm of your hand where you accept money, right? Where you get money. If you're a poor person, you get money, or if someone's putting money, they put it in your palm. That's how you earn money. Your yadayim is part of your hand. Must be something else. So it must be that your yadayim is your fingers, right? Ma'aseh Yadav, the Ma'aseh Yadayim, the Gemara references in Maseches Ksuvos and Daf. Hey, Ma'aseh Yadav Shel Sadikim. I believe Yadayim are your fingers, and therefore you only have to do Netilas Yadayim until your fingers. Otherwise, it would be called. Otherwise, it would be called Netilas Kapayim. You don't have to do Netilas Kapayim. Netilas Yadayim you have to do. So therefore, all you have to do is wash till the knuckle. That's what I believe the correct halacha is. I believe even the Shulchan Aruch passes in B'shas HaTzchak in the time when it comes down to it, push comes to shove, all you have to do is wash until the knuckles. But there is something deeper over here, and even though I said yesterday, when it comes to earning a livelihood, you don't have to push yourself to the max. I mean, you do have to push yourself to the max. You have to do a professional job that if you were a bodybuilder, you'd be able to do repetitions on a deadlift and pick it up to your shoulders. But before you do that, you have to wash your hand, wash your fingers. And that's a reference to the basic element of human predicament, which is Bechira Chavshis. Before you engage in a livelihood, you have to learn how to make decisions first, and learn how to choose right, Bechira Chavshis. And for a certain amount of years, I'll give you a hint, it's about 18 years, you have to engage in decision making. People often are confronted this when they're very young, sometimes the age of 16, 18, sometimes people 14. When you're very young, all of a sudden, you realize like you've woken up, and now everything in life, you have to start making decisions. It's a very difficult predicament to deal with. A lot of people don't, one of the least favorite things for people is to make decisions. So most people just stop making decisions and let go on autopilot. That's the worst thing you can do. Some people try to make decisions and then make a lot of wrong decisions, and they just persist in their wrong way. And that's what the Gemara says in Maseches Makos, where the Gemara says that if you want to go in a certain way, the wrong way, the angels will escort you. They'll escort you on the wrong way. That's part of Bechira. And you'll be someone who is stubborn. Stubborn people, they can't change. But if you're an honest person with yourself, if you make a mistake, you'll realize it. And you'll do tshuva right away. You'll intend to, the next time that thing comes up, to fix it. Acknowledge you made a mistake, to feel bad about it. All the things of tshuva the Rambam talks about. And the next time you do it, to be better and not make the same mistake. That's part of tshuva. And you stay on the railroad tracks as long for 18 years. You'll be matzliach. Now, it's very difficult to do this. And that's referenced here in the Gemara here. Before Nesias Kapayim, before you start earning a livelihood, right? Really, this is the way. Before you get into your business, everyone says go to college, go right away, earn your business, earn your money early. No, a human being, first they have to deal with decision making. And God will take care, during those years, He'll take care to make sure you have what you need financially. And that's Netilas Yadayim, and that's being precise, working with your fingers over there, which is not life-altering decisions. A lot of them are very small decisions. What I'm going to eat for dinner, how I should talk to this person, should I be friends with this person. Small decisions in life, which are not that important, but they are important because it's exercising free will and it's being a human being. And you have to continually make these decisions for about 18 years. And then you can do Nesilas Kapayim. Then after you've finished that and you've got that in order and you've saved yourself, then you can engage in doing a business, and that's the proper ishtadlus for the work-life business. But the yadayim you have to bring them above your head. It's even harder than, right? Being a professional bodybuilder and picking up, deadlifting something to your shoulders with repetitions is very difficult. To pick it up above your head, that's what you have to do for bechira chavshis, for free will, and that's represented in the Mishnah on Lamed Chedem and Aleph, where the Mishnah talks about what he did in the Beis HaMikdash. Beis HaMikdash, which is the Holy of Holies. The Holy of Holies is your bechira chavshis in your mind. It's representative of your mind. You have to pick up your hands above your heads. You have to pick up that weight above your head. You have to hold that weight, hold the weight of the world on your shoulder, on your head, like Atlas from Greek mythology, on your head for 18 years. Survive. You can't stop making decisions, even for 1 second. People make 20,000 decisions a day. You got to keep on doing it. You can't give up. You give up for 1 second, you die forever. You're dead. It's pretty serious. So that's what in the Mikdash you have to do that. In the Medina, when it comes to making a parnasa, only until your shoulders. And what's the Gemara's proof? The Gemara Rabbi Yehuda says, and the Machlokes in the Mishnah, the Tanakhama says the Kohen Gadol only till it sits. But Rabbi Yehuda says no, he has to pick it up even above his head. And the Gemara says, what's the pasuk? The last line in the Mishnah. So the question the Mefarshim asks, where is there proof in this pasuk? And the answer is, the proof for this pasuk says Vayisa Aaron es Yadav. It doesn't say it's kapav. He picks up his hands. So normally your arms, right, extend from your shoulders. That's where your arms start. So I would just extend my arms out, right, my kapayim out. It would be straight out, like what you do in the Medina. But the pasuk says Yadav. So Yadav is higher than your kapayim. So therefore the fact that it says Yadav, right, he extended his hands, so the hands are above the palms. That's how you know that the hands went all up until the head. That's why you know. The next logical place to go after the shoulders is the top of the head. And that's why in Yadayim, when it comes to Yadayim, which is making small, precise decisions, which is involved in Bechira Chavshis, that has to be supernatural. And you have to do that for 18 years if you want to survive. And then afterwards, you can settle down and make a parnasa. And the hashadlus, the amount of effort you have to put in is like professional, really professional, like a bodybuilder, but only until your shoulders. You don't have to do the supernatural because you want to have a life also, the work-life balance. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.